Good morning. I've started a bit late today. I decided to do a big clean because yesterday I had a couple of readings that just were not good energy. They were not good energy and I didn't like it. And the problem is that when you're an energy reader and you pick up what the person or collective needs to hear, whether it's personal readings or whatever, you have to find ways to shift the energy so that you're not carrying it. So hopefully it's a different vibe today. And yeah, let's get into it. And I got a new tarot deck yesterday that I had pre-ordered and it is stunning. I'm obsessed with it. It's called Mindscapes Tarot and it's by John A. Rice, if I remember. Hopefully I remember. I'll put it in the caption. But the cards are beautiful. This is definitely my favorite. And my favorite card out of the whole deck is the High Priestess. Look how pretty that is. So he actually hand painted all these and then made them into tarot cards. Look, just gorgeous. So I want to use that today. But first let's get into what is the energy around you right now. What is the energy around this collective today, please? Wine, developing over time. Queen of Earth, so you could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, don't have to be. But wine is number 4, developing over time, flavor, family legacy, the good stuff, finesse, alchemy, transformed, ripening, age as well. During the spring, April 22nd to May 21st, your ruling planet might be Venus, so that means you can either be a Libra or a Taurus, because both Libra and Taurus are ruled by Venus, but it doesn't have to be. It could even be your rising sign. But stable, stubborn, strong, possessive, persevering, down to earth, sensual, physical, prosperous. And that's also the Hierophant. So there's something, family legacy, and because the Hierophant is about traditions, commitments, spiritual teachings, union. Let's get a couple more. Okay, we've got the King of Air, so it is going to be about love. All right, so we've got the King of Air, Heart, which is romance, and that's 24, and also the number 22. So there's something your energy is more around feeling kind of torn between moving on from someone or holding on to hope that they will come back around. And perhaps this and it's funny that I said Libra before, because this King of Air is the Justice card, and that's Libra. So maybe this person's a Libra, or they have Libra heavily in their chart, but this says within 2 weeks. But also it says September 22nd to October 21st, so that could be a significant period of time for your connection with this person. But to have the Hierophant and Justice, that's quite significant. That says to me that you have wanted justice in this situation, in a love situation, in a love connection that you've had with someone. There could be travel involved, especially with this Crossroads card. But it might even be that you have a decision coming up on whether to continue with this King of Air or to follow a different path. And that's what Crossroads are all about. It's literally you come to a junction in your life and you're like, do I go this way, or do I go this way, or do I keep going forward? It's a pivotal moment. This is also a card about road trips too. It's travel and road trips. So maybe, there could be distance with you and this person, but I think you've actually been focusing a lot on your independence at the moment. You've been developing yourself, especially with that aging like fine wine. So maybe you've been not just focusing on a purpose and things that fulfill you internally, but perhaps you've actually done some things to make you feel better physically, had a glow up, so to speak. Because that word transformed is also really sticking out to me. So it's almost like you've alchemized any kind of feelings of stagnancy and any pain in the heart in regards to this king. But you do still hold a candle for them. I especially see that see how there's that candle burning in the lantern. It's like, even though you're trying to be optimistic and perhaps even considering putting yourself out there to meet someone else, you still hold a candle for this person. You still burn, that card that says constant burn. That's what I'm seeing. You still have memories of joyful times with this person and feeling quite fulfilled. And this person also might have been quite affectionate. But this is also a card of forgiveness. So you might have even reached as well an energy where despite what has happened in the past, you're in a position now where you actually feel capable of forgiveness when it comes to this romantic situation. But I think this person is your heart's desire ultimately. All right, fine wine. Number 16, wishes coming true. Very nice. I love that card. And the 16th of June could be significant because that's 16 and 6. And 6 of hearts is 6 of cups. So that means the return of someone from your past. Wishes coming true, peace, miracle, dream, falling in love, hope, inspired, providence, blessed, nighttime. So you could have even had a lot of memories with this person at nighttime. A lot of like your little adventures and escapades and stuff with this person, dates or anything, even just going for walks and stuff. A lot of your memories are from nighttime. And I'm also seeing someone looking up at the moon and wondering if their person's still thinking about them or still loves them. But as well, wishing on a star. I think in this time that you've been developing yourself, working on yourself, doing whatever it is appearance-wise, maybe spending a lot more time with family and basically just really, as if you're a fruit, you've been ripening and you're coming to your harvest season. And a wish that you've had on your heart is about to be presented to you. Queen of Earth. Yeah, the moon, and 32 and August could be significant because that's 8. So you could be 32, but 32 and August is significant here as well. So maybe June and August are significant months for this connection. But the moon, we just had a new moon in Leo. Actually, I think it was a new moon in Leo for Western astrology, and for Vedic astrology, the new moon was actually in Cancer. So of all the stuff surrounding the new moon, that if you've been seeing stuff on TikTok, must be coming up for a reason. If you've been seeing a lot of stuff on TikTok about the new moon in Leo and these are the affirmations and this is what you should be manifesting, or some people saying don't manifest on this moon and this and that, and it didn't resonate, it's probably because you resonate more with a Vedic chart. If you haven't done one before, you can go to AstroSeek, or there's heaps of websites where you can put in your date of birth, location, and if you know your time of birth, because that will give you your rising sign, that will give you your Vedic chart. And then you might find that you actually resonate far more with the signs in that chart than you do in the charts that you are used to, that you've grown up around, like the typical star signs that you see in the newspaper and things like that. But there's something about manifesting on a moon, I feel like, and even your intuition is telling you that something to do with this situation surrounding your heart space. It's like the story's not over yet. That's what your intuition's telling you. But then sometimes you wonder if you're just fantasizing, even romanticizing this person So you're a bit like on the fence. But with this moon as well, to confirm the Queen of Earth, I really want to say that this, especially with that aging like fine wine, you are in your divine feminine energy now. All this development and working on yourself and perhaps pursuing things that are developing you physically and internally, especially if you're in that energy now where you're kind of ready to forgive someone, forgive them for the pain they've caused you. You really are sitting in that divine feminine energy. She knows her worth, but she still has compassion, and she is open-minded and can see two sides to the story, or three sides if you believe their side, your side, and the truth. But as well, Venus is all about beauty and love. So I really think you have been focusing on your physical appearance too. And that's another card of affection. That's two cards of affection. So you yourself actually might be quite an affectionate, nurturing person. And again, that's another sign that you're very much sitting in your divine feminine, because you know that you have that to offer someone. You know your energy is valuable. So I think this Queen of Earth, whether you're an earth sign or not, you are sitting in your divine feminine energy, because the moon is the divine feminine and the sun is the divine masculine. Okay, so yeah, August is significant here because that's another 8 that's just come out. Maybe the 20th of August is important here. But garden, so public venue, society, crowds, audience, party, meeting, event, a date, community, outdoors, playing the field. So this King of Air could have been doing a lot of, I'm seeing someone keeping themselves busy, going out a lot. And this person also as well might be someone that needs a lot of attention, as in they either want a lot of attention and they're quite loud and, I just heard the word promiscuous. Okay, well that would tie into playing the field. But also that they just get attention naturally. So they might be quite a boisterous personality. But even with King of Air, air signs are very chatty. That's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. They always have the gift of the gab. They're very intellectual and they love a good conversation. So they might always be the life of the party because they've got the gift of the gab. And I'm also seeing this as perhaps you're going to bump into this person out at a social event. Heart. Out of 133 cards in this deck, there is only one twin flame card and you got it. And that was to confirm heart. Doesn't get much clearer than that. This person is on the end of your red thread. This is your twin. There's nothing about, there is forgiveness, so I'm not sure. I'm torn between whether this is a new person, you're about to meet your twin flame, or this is it's going to be a new romance, because if forgiveness is here and you're wanting to work it out with this person, then it's like a new love blossoming with an old flame. Does that make sense? And number 30 is significant here. So you've got, and the letter K. So the letter K could be an initial, 1111. So August is the reoccurring theme. And I think that, so maybe the 30th of August, that's my birthday, could be significant. But I think that you actually both, whether this is a new person or not, have balanced your masculine and feminine aspects. this romance that I think is a wish that you've been having for a long time, your heart's desire. Because this is all about wishes coming true and this developing over time. So I think you have been wishing for this for a long time, and it's about to come in. And perhaps it is at a social event that you see this person. This person was a catalyst for your development. They awoke you to developing. But number 30 is the lily. So established, ambition, experience, sexuality, achievement, longevity, mature, career, virtue, development, retired. And that's to confirm crossroads. So that's something around your ambition, your purpose, what you do that makes you feel fulfilled inside, just for you, what's yours. I think you've been working very hard on yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, and a choice is about to be presented to you. And I think the choice is about whether to, because even though this is something you've been wishing for, when the actual options are presented to you, you might not be sure whether you want to take them or not. Hang on, which is the bottom? This one. That's good. Phoenix, death and rebirth. Phoenix rising from the ashes. So maybe this will just be a brand new beginning with this person. Immortal, catalytic heart awakening. So maybe you're just going to be, I'm just seeing someone's heart exploding when this person comes back. Rising up from the ashes. Total transformation, complete renewal. And then number 25. And the letter A could be significant here, an initial. So K and A could be initials. But I think the 30th of August and the 20th of August are important here. So we might be birthday twins. Okay. So let's get into what's coming. Actually, no. First, I want to see how you view this person. How does this collective view this King of Air? Magic. So you might see this person as quite special. Someone magnetic, I just heard. Supernatural, sixth sense, believe. So you might have even said to this person that you think that they're magic. Fertility. So you might have shared a pregnancy with this person. You could be worried that in this time apart that maybe they've gotten someone else pregnant, and it could be all those things, as well as you want to have a family with this person. But this is also a card of new beginnings. So you see yourself being able to have a fresh start with this person. Action, rapid forward movement. So you're hoping that this person is ready to come towards you. Rapid forward movement. Maybe you can feel that something's coming. Magic, new beginnings. There is definitely a new beginning on its way to you now. I just saw that the card that's in this deck. But divine timing, patience, and that's come under fertility. So this new beginning is going to be presented to you, but you need to surrender and trust in divine timing, which is the most frustrating thing when you see readers say that, or anyone say that, because a lot of time can pass and it seems like forever. But think of it this way, when you are back with that person and then you've got the rest of your lives together, this will seem like such a short window of time. But watching, I think you can feel this person watching, and that movement is coming soon. So this person's lurking on your social media and you're feeling that energy, and that's why you're sensing perhaps this person's about to come forward. But I think you feel as well, because this is how you view this connection, that a third party was definitely in the way here. Someone that your person was close to, that they still are too influenced by. And it can be interferences from work and family. someone connected to their work and their family. Okay, so I just want to get your current feelings to also help you to discern if this is for you. If so far the other two parts haven't really matched up, although if they haven't, then I'd say it's not for you. Awareness, okay. I'll just stick with 3. So awareness, moving on, and conflict and defeat. So I think that that's where, memories of love. So I think because you still have, your heart's desire is to still end up with this person, and I mean, in that very first part, they came out as your twin flame. That wasn't how you see them. That's just what the situation is. That's what the energy is. So even though you have all these memories and your wish is for this to end up back together, you might be concerned that this person's moving on or has moved on. I think you're conflicted about the destruction of this connection in the past, and if it's something that can really be revived, something that can really have a new beginning because of the conflict that tore you apart in the first instance. But I just want to get here what awareness is, because it's almost like I'm seeing that as how you're picking up this acceleration of action, and picking up this energy of them spying on you. This card is one of the key reminders that you already possess all of the tools to guide and direct you in life, whether it's wisdom, intuition, psychic skill, creativity, self-motivation, love, willpower, physical ability, or just pure courage. I think these are all things you've been developing anyway, but they're all part of you. Once you learn to tap into and use them, you'll be amazed by the power and effect they have. You have the ability to allow the universe to work in partnership with you. Together you can manifest change, whatever the desire may be, and bring about a positive outcome. This is definitely the magician. You've been manifesting this, that whole wishing upon a star, wishes coming true, your heart's desire. You've been, in your head, you've been trying to manifest this new beginning with this person. And the moving on could even possibly be that you have been trying to move on from the conflict of the past. It could probably, I would say, have made you feel quite defeated. And that's why you've spent a long time working on your own self-development. This card is often drawn when you're ready to switch direction and start a new project or change careers. Now is the time to use positive thoughts, visualizations, and affirmations as you veer away from negativity. Knowledge is power and can lead to success. By having faith, keeping your willpower strong and directed, and by tapping into the tools that you possess, as well as calling on the magic from the universe, you can accomplish anything and everything you set out to do. Very nice. So I think your feelings about this are, you are trying to stay open-minded. You are still trying to manifest this new beginning, and you're trying to not, I think this might just be a reminder to continue to change any negative thoughts you're having into positive ones. And this isn't about avoiding feeling sad and all this stuff, but if you have been working really hard on your development and you feel like you've come a long way in your healing, and you're feeling quite good about yourself, then anytime those kind of bad feelings start to sneak up again, recognize that you have the tools to keep focused on what you do want and believing in yourself, and that this will come to fruition when it's supposed to. All right, so let's see what's coming. Actually, this one. What's coming next, please? Engagement ring. Wow. You could have been engaged to this person in the past though. Engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. I think that's what you're hoping for, but we're looking at what's coming next in this connection. Yeah, receiving what you need. Boat, again, that's another travel card. But receiving what you need, progression arriving, moving on, closure issues, again, moving on. So I think it's actually more to do with, excuse me, I was fine before. It's about moving on from the past, not about letting this person, you might have let this person go as in, I don't chase, I attract. If it's meant for me, it won't pass me by. But more like moving on from the negativity of the past, so that if this does come back around again, you want a fresh start. Not because the problems from before shouldn't be addressed. It shouldn't be swept under the rug. It needs to be dealt with. But it's like you're ready to move forward, like resolve the issues and move forward. I'm hearing compromise, forgive, work it out. The snake, so again, that third party interference. I'm really seeing a friend and family, but mostly a friend that has been really detrimental to this connection. Someone that's very close to your person. So this could still be a bit of a problem moving forward, especially if your person still isn't ready to see this friend as the problem that they are. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman or the other man. I really am seeing this as someone close to your person that I just heard despises you. That's rough. But in a way of like, their competition, they don't like that your person, that you have this connection. And I say this all the time, karmic connections are already put in place to try and keep twin flames apart, whether they're conscious of it or not. They just have this, it's like when you can't stand someone and you don't know why, it's just this energy you can't stand. So when they can't stand you and the connection you have with your person, they don't understand why. They don't know why it triggers them, but they actively try to keep your person away. Girl talk, time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. So I'm actually thinking this engagement ring was the commitment that was made in the past, promises that were made in the past that were revoked, and that in this time that you've been developing, you've been spending time with friends, trying to live in the moment, trying to be happy. And again, another card of moving on, trying to move. Oh my goodness, this is so irritating. It really does feel like something's trying to stop me from talking. Trying to move on from the damage that this caused you. I think you've worked very hard on this. But hammer. So it's sabotage, but it can also be rebuilding. And this is what's coming, remember? So I feel like you've reached a point where you're living in the moment of being happy and spending time with friends after this commitment ended. And in this time as well, whether you had proper closure or endings with this connection, you gave yourself what you needed to close it off and to move on from it. But I think you still, with this being your heart's desire, you still believe that if this comes back around, when this comes back around, that this is something that can be worked on and rebuilt into something stronger. The snake. So the snake could have been a romantic interference here, as in, I'm not seeing someone that this person cheated on you. I'm seeing this more as someone that was like, I just heard friend to all is a friend to none. So they play to be everyone's friend, but they might have even secretly liked your person. But I'm also seeing this as if your person is spying on you. I'm seeing someone sitting there, they like you, and they want to plan a date, but there's someone in the background that's kind of keeping them from making that movement. The other woman could be a family member too, like a mum or something. But but I'm really, competition and enemy is really sticking out to me. And two, I'm hearing it, maybe this person secretly likes you. And that's why they try to keep your person away, because especially if it's a close friend, if your twin flame has a close friend, like a best friend, that outwardly it seems that they hate you, but maybe they're actually jealous of the connection you have, because they probably don't even realize that they actually like you, and that's why they hate you so much. So that sounds so stupid. But you've got wedding rings on the bottom. So you've got engagement and wedding rings. So I think the future of this, I don't think this is now. This is what's coming. So I think this is what you're hoping for. I think you're hoping to be married to this person. But you've got a wish coming true. You've got something that you've been desiring that's about to be presented to you. So I think that this is something that's actually potentially a real, like a reality. Okay. Let's get what's going on for this person right now. What's the energy around them right now? What is going on around the person connected to this collective, please? Intuition. So they might be they're either trying to trust their intuition in this connection with you about coming forward with action, or they're ignoring the red flags with the people that are around them. I'm hearing both for that, especially with that friend. Because it says the red flags you ignore will come back to bite you later. So they also might be going over the things that caused you conflict in the past, and they're on the fence about, I want to be with this person and I can see a future with them, but the things that tore us apart in the past, can we fix that? But water signs, so you could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or they could be, but they're very in their emotions at the moment. They have a lot of feelings when it comes to you. Love spell, but they're bewitched by you, and that would make sense too. I think as well, if there's been a lot of time here and they still don't fully understand why they have so much emotion for you. They thought that if they distracted themselves enough, they'd just move on, but they haven't been able to. And especially as well, if they're spying and they've seen you glow up as well. And you might, if you're looking really good, they're like, wow. Intuition. Moving. And you did get a lot of travel cards. Change of residence, moving in with your partner. So as well, I'm seeing that as in if you lived together with this person in the past, that if that all happened quite quickly as well, that might have been red flags that was being missed as well, because it was too much too soon, and then it was like this high and then this low, like things went down very quickly. So I'm seeing that as this is like they're going over memories of, it's not so much that you were a red flag, but they rushed things. And I think they're going over the fact that they rushed things in the past, especially if they're an air sign too, because air is quite quick, impulsive energy. But I'm feeling like this is that you lived with this person in the past and it just went too quickly, and they're going over the bad decisions that were made in the past and they don't want to repeat them. Because like it says, the red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later, and it did, because this fell apart. But as well, if there is distance, if there is travel required, how that they can move towards you or move away, as in not away from you, move away from where they live now to come towards you. Water sign. Liar. So be careful of someone sneaky. So they could even have someone around them right now, and this could be what's piquing their intuition as well, that this water sign has been very sneaky, someone that they're close to, that they trust a lot, that they And I just heard as well that because they had so much emotion for you, it's almost like they're going over the fact that they told you a lot of lies and were quite sneaky around you. Almost as if a self-sabotaging behavior. I really feel like this person's in their feelings at the moment and they're really going over their past actions. Because I'm picking up from this that they're really in their feelings and they're going over all the lies and the ways that they were sneaky with you, and how because having so many feelings for you overwhelmed them, they resorted to being kind of passive aggressive. I just heard. Kind of like feeling like, I love this person so much, it's like got too much control of me, and so it made them change their behavior, and they didn't like that. So then it's almost like they became a different the person that you fell in love with like disappeared. I think they're going over a lot of things from the past right now. I think this person's very aware that they're in love with you and they want to come towards you, but I think they're going over a lot of the history at the moment in their head. Honeymoon and another card of travel with that plane there. How bewitched they are by you. How quickly things went downward after you guys were on such a high. But how much chemistry that they have. I think this person's really going over the memories of you, the bad and the good. As in the bad being their bad choices that they've made, but how much sexual chemistry you have. They're reminiscing over memories. They might be looking at old photos of you two. There's definitely travel here, but they're going over how much love that they have for you, but just being reminded of their ill treatment of you, and how things went from such a high to such a rapid low so quickly, and wondering if it's something that can be fixed. Yeah, so you've actually been on this merry-go-round with this person a couple of times. So I want to say there was a lot of breakups and makeups, but it was all fate. There was certain karmas that had to play out and a certain amount of separation that had to play out, which is pretty much always with twin flames. Separation has to happen because the individuals have to grow on their own, so that when this can reunite, when fate brings you back together, you can actually face challenges together this time if you're both willing to grow. But something ended so that something could begin later down the track. So this is what they're going over right now in their mind. That's their energy. So I just want to see how they view the connection and you. How does this person view the collective, please? Unexpected. So maybe you surprised this person in the past with a visit, or they could want to surprise you with a visit. Third eye chakra. So I think they really do see you as someone that's very tapped in. You're very intuitive. They could also see you as someone that's a bit too trusting. I'm seeing someone that's not very trusting, and they don't believe anything people say to them, whereas you're the opposite, where you believe what everyone says, because your mindset is it doesn't even occur to you that people would lie. So you just take everything, you believe everything that's said to you. But I think they're seeing you now as being tapped in, very tapped in. But I think that they're going to call you soon. Call, message, socials, DMs. So if they are watching you on social media, they might reach out to you on social media, especially if they don't have your number anymore, they don't know where you live. But I think that there's some incoming communication here. And that's what they might even be surprised that they reach out, because they might have been wanting to for a long time, but they've just kept not sending the message or not pressing call. And then they're just going to do it unexpectedly. And it's going to even surprise them that they're doing it. They're just going to get the balls out of nowhere. Breathe. So I think that how you feel when this communication comes in is about recognizing how it makes you feel so that you can respond properly. So if it is a text message, for example, and it makes you really nervous, wait a while to reply till you calm down. I'd rather be a fool than believe in someone new. Oh, I love that song so much. I'm obsessed with Giveon. I talk about it all the time. But I think as well that this person, because this is how they view you as well, so you might have surprised them with a call, but I'm seeing this as someone who sees you as quite balanced, especially with this breathe. You might have been quite an anxious person in the past, and if they're watching you, they might view you as someone that's really coming. Again, you've been developing like a fine wine, so you have developed a more centered, peaceful, calm. Actually, I'm also even hearing this person felt very calm around you. Someone that normally when they're around other people, they pretend to be happy and that they're like cool and calm, but they didn't truly feel calm internally until they were around you. Like your presence made them like they were able to breathe again. Like they actually felt like they could properly rest in your presence. They didn't have to be on all the time. That's very nice. They say that when you can actually fall asleep around someone, that's like true love, because you can feel calm. When you can truly feel safe in someone's presence, that you can fall asleep peacefully, that's the one. Third eye chakra, control. So break free, resisting puppets. So maybe they felt as well that I'm seeing someone thinking that you were trying to manipulate them with your intuition and it's almost like they couldn't believe that someone existed that was so trusting and innocent and naive in their mind, that they thought that it was a tool you used to manipulate them and control them. And the other people in their life might have even said that to them. They might have even got in your person's ear as well and said that you had too much control over them. And then that made them puff their chest out and their pride got in the way. But over time, especially when they look back and see the ways that they caused damage to you, you were always being your authentic self. The feelings that they had about you in the beginning were real. You weren't fake, you weren't controlling, you weren't trying to manipulate them. That's just your nature, that's who you are. And I think they see that now. Surprise call. Green light. So I think they are just going to, I'm seeing how the red light is on, and then it flicks to green. I think they're just going to suddenly be like, nah, I'm going to call this person, or they'll text you or whatever. But I think that they've been heavily in a depressive state with that dark night of the soul on the bottom. And I think as well, they know that they caused that for you. In the ending of this, I think that they know they caused you a lot of pain, a lot of heartbreak, and that you probably went through a lot of pain, even though they wouldn't have seen it. They know that they hurt you. But that green light, I think this is going to come in very unexpectedly, not just for you, but they're just going to suddenly do it. They're just going to be like, I've got to do it. Okay, so I want to see the potential future of this connection. I'm so excited to use this new deck. It's so pretty. What is the potential future of this connection, please? And then we'll get advice. Strength, that's good. Leo card. 5 of Stones, so that's 5 of Pentacles. So maybe as well, I think there's a fear of if finances were a problem, although neither of you got finances, so I don't think finances were an issue here, but maybe there's a degree of this person having to walk away from certain things to hang on. I'm actually this actually looks like someone's taking a trip. Sorry, I've just noticed something. It's almost like someone has to cross the sea to get to you. It almost looks like this is an adventure when I'm looking at this. Like every deck will have all the cards that's in a tarot, normal traditional tarot deck. But when you have people doing their own interpretation, so for instance, this guy who has hand painted all the different pictures for the cards, when you look at the images on the cards, they'll invoke certain feelings in you, or they'll start putting certain messages in your head. You'll start to see a story forming, and it can be different for different decks. So however I feel about the cards that come out of this deck, I can feel completely different when I use tarot from another deck because the imagery is different. When I'm looking at this, I'm seeing someone that is ready to put a lot of work in towards this. When I'm looking at this Five of Stones, there is someone running home. It's like someone is coming home. And because this is the Knight of Tides. So in traditional tarot, tides would be cups. So this is the emotion. So Knight of Cups. He's a romantic knight. He's coming in to offer something. And that looks like, because that boat's facing, I just heard north. They're coming towards you. This person's, and that moving card just came up in my head. This person's coming towards you. This person's going to tap into their strength, their courage. They're ready to climb that mountain. There's a challenge ahead, and they've reached the point where they're ready to face the challenge ahead. They want to come home. They're running home. They're in a rush to come home to you. Look how, I don't know why I heard murky, because I'm trying to say, look how choppy that water is. And even here at the front, that net is picking up, it's full of fish. This person is just full of love for you. They want to offer you something, and they're coming rushing in. Because look how choppy those waves are too. It's like, again, it's going to be difficult, but they're rushing towards you. Because I was trying to look at these as the traditional deck. But in the traditional deck, 5 of coins would be financial loss and feeling left out in the cold. But I'm not feeling that from this. This feels very much like a homecoming. Strength. Yeah. 4 of branches. That's 4 of wands. Marriage. I think the potential of this is a very, very strong, committed relationship full of love and abundance. 8 of Pentacles, ready to put in the hard work so that they can come home. This path is leading them home. This is almost like a story where it is a story. They're making their way home to you to bring you new love, a new beginning in love. Ace of Tides, Ace of Cups, new love, a new beginning in love. And if marriage is what the both of you want, I think this person really does see marriage in their future with you. It is going to actually be this is a very strong connection. Strength confirmed by 4 of wands. That's celebration, that's family, it's union, it's commitment, it's marriage, it's weddings. It's creating a family. This is very good. 2 Two of Branches. Yeah, this person has to travel to you. And there's something about a full moon, so maybe this is going to happen around a full moon, especially in that first deck. This is very nice. Walking Away by Justin Bieber. Baby, I am walking away. Excuse me, I have blocked nose. All right, let's get advice. This person doesn't want to walk away anymore. They want to be with you, and they're coming, and it's going to be soon. All right, let's get advice, please. And these will be dates, significant dates. Birthdays, house numbers, memories, like special dates. Number 2, number 11, number 2 again. I feel like I don't deserve your love. So this is them going over the damage they caused here. They're very in their feelings at the moment. I'm worried you'll leave me when you see who I really am. I think this person just lacks a bit of self-confidence right now. Love like ours can change the world, and all about growth. I'm trying to leave my comfort zone with this issue. Two. That's all about coming into union, balance. 2 is all about union, and that's a twin flame number 2. 222 and 1111. And that's a union card too. So the 2nd of February could be important here. I feel our energy merging together as if it has a life of its own. We are becoming one again. So I think this is very close. Love like ours can change the world. Whoa, another 2. That's 4 2s. This is really going to balance out. This is going to be very... if you have any concerns about the person coming back with the wrong intentions or not having grown or changed, not at all. This is really 2. That's a lot. 2nd of November or the 11th of February. February could be very important too, but there's balance. There's a lot happening now to balance this out, so when it comes back in, when this person comes back in, you're both in the right place. You're both in a balanced place to move forward with this. There is subconscious fears affecting our ability to attract love and abundance. The universe is helping us make them conscious so we can easily attract what we want, including each other. So you are calling each other back in at the moment. So the universe is, whatever's happening for you both right now, they are helping you balance. They are guiding you back to each other. And by doing that, you need to balance yourselves out. Number 6, so the 2nd of June or the 6th of February. I want to know everything about you, but I hold myself back from asking. I'm afraid I'll get in too deep. And number 3, my heart is with another right now. Again, heart being with another can be family and friends too. I have to finish this karmic contract in order to be free. So that's the main thing that the universe is guiding them. Their angels are guiding them to let this go. Especially if there's distance here. There's definitely distance because this person has to move towards you. There was so much here about movement, not just in taking action towards you as far as reaching out, but there actually being physical distance that needs to be, they need to close the distance. But there's something in their life that's being cleared out right now. They're bringing things into balance in this person's life and also in your life so that you can create a balanced union when you reunite. So that's really good. Should I get a timing card? Yeah, let's do it. Let's get a timing card and then I'll get a divine door, I think. Timing for this communication, please. And for whatever reason, I had no desire to tap into what happened in the past. So I think you're actually both really ready to move on from the past. What was that? Rushing in. And that's what I was saying before. Look at that dog. He's bounding through that water. This is coming in soon. Let me see if I can get a month. On a holiday. Or I'm hearing a couple of things for that. Maybe this person wants to take you on a holiday, and that's why I'm seeing so many cards about travel. Maybe they want to surprise you with a holiday. Maybe they're going to come in and say, hey, I want to take you on a holiday, and you're just going to be like, okay. And it'll be very, remember that deck that said unexpected surprise, in less than a month and at night. So I think in less than a month, you're going to hear from this person. I think June's significant, August is significant, and February is significant. I think, and I'm seeing that as a tropical holiday too. So this person is coming rushing in. They might want to take you on a holiday. They might, when you two reunite, you might actually plan a holiday pretty much straight away. But this person's going to reach out at night time. I just want to see if I can get one more. Yeah, it's not the right time flipped over, but because of this karmic tie that they're clearing out right now. 6 months from now. So I think that in less than a month, you're going to hear from this person, and either you're going to go on a holiday, they're going to come rushing in and offer to sweep you away, take you away on a holiday, so you guys can really like spend some alone time together and have fun together. And then maybe, again, if there's distance, maybe in 6 months' time, this person will actually make the move towards you. That's exciting. I want to go on a holiday. All right, let's get you a divine door. Actually, first, let's just get some messages from them, see what they want to say to you. It was easier to lie to you than tell you the truth. I wish I could take it all back. I'm even seeing that they lied about how much influence some people had on them. Like, I'm seeing someone who acts like they aren't easily impressionable, or that people's opinions don't matter, but they do. And they did let them those opinions get to them. Please unblock me. Yeah, that's me calling you from an unknown number. So you might have been getting some weird numbers right now. Or they might, when they do reach out, it might be on a blocked number. My finances are a mess. I've made bad decisions. I'm in the process of turning things around, but I'm going to put a ring on it when the time is right. So this person does want to marry you. Yeah, see, karmic partner interference. So they want to talk about the people's influences that really kept him away from you, but also caused them to damage the connection you two had in the past. All right, let's get a divine door to end this out. All right, passages, spiritual signs of inclination. You're walking through passages of your transformation. So you're both going through a transformation. And I'm always almost seeing as well like a passageway, and you two are slowly going to meet in the middle. And that's all about balance too. Remember, 2222. You two are going to meet in the middle. And I just heard passages of time as well. So the amount of time here could also be concerning this person, but I don't think it's going to be an issue here. I'm almost seeing like two people laughing and enjoying catching up on old times. Like two friends reuniting, but it's love and romance and your forever person, your twin flame. The distance calls your heart to roam free as you dare it, dream it, so must it be. So a distant dream, something you've been wishing on a star, this heart's desire that you've been wishing to your angels, to the stars, to the moon. These wishes are going to come true. So maybe even, say for instance, a holiday is something that you've been fantasizing about with this person, and then bam, they show up being like, I want to whisk you away on a holiday. So your wishes are about to come true, and just keep focusing on you. This is coming in very soon, less than a month, so don't focus on it too much and just enjoy the fun.